Probably so. Especially if I get fucked over right here after they gave me a random ass fucking loss.
Oh,
Oh, he
you
got it.
bitch, bitch, bitch.
Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Fucking gun. Yes, sir. It's your boy JayySmizzle, and I'm back again with another banger, man. And this time I got a way that you can make guaranteed profit from either training or coins, and it doesn't matter. You're basically guaranteed profit. And I'm just gonna jump straight into it. There's no need to waste time. You want to go to your store. You want to go to your training currency tab, and you're gonna have to re-roll your 87 plus free agency players. But before you do that, it's only one requirement. It's only one requirement. You're gonna need roughly 100,000 training. You're gonna need 100,000 training, and you're probably like, dang, how can I get that? Very simple. Very simple. Get 297s. It's best to get 297s. Don't go for the 98s unless you can get them for an extremely low rate, if you know what I'm saying. Two of these, 40k, 40, that's 80k in total, to get roughly 100k. It's gonna be a little bit less, but it's basically gonna be like 4,000 shy from 100k, which is fine. You can easily just quick sell something out of your item binder, a 90 overall specifically, and you can make that up and roughly set at 100k. So after you do that, after you buy your 297s and a 90 overall, you want to do the reroll set. And you're probably like, dang, that's a lot of rerolling. It is. And it can basically guarantee you your profit back. So I'm gonna re-roll 100,000 training worth of players. Of course, I'm not gonna let you guys sit here and watch me re-roll 100,000 training. As you can see, I started out with like 108,000, so I'm gonna end with 8,000 training. So I'm not just gonna cheat you guys and just get 2 more extra pulls. That would definitely be cheating. But I'm gonna stop around 8,000, 7,000 because the math on it can be a little off. So basically, what you want to do is just re-roll, and even if you get all 87s, 88s, even if you don't get a 96 overall pull, you could still come away with profit. You can even pull just a few 92s. If you pull a 94, you hit big. If you can pull at least 194 overall, you're basically in the green. You're good to go. It's very simple. I'm gonna be back in just a second after I get done re-rolling until I get to 80. Not 80, until I get to around 8,000, 7,000 training left. I'll see you guys in just a second. As we get a 94 right here, that is a good pull. I think you got one last pull to go, which is going to be this one right here. And we're going to end off with an 88 overall. So we're going to back out and see. We're just going to add all the training up and see if we actually broke even or made any profit. If not, that is totally fine because we can find a way to make profit. So we're just going to see after 100,000 training, could we break even or at least do something? Okay, so we lost about 10,000 training on that reroll set, which is fine. That is totally fine. So this second step right here, this second part of this method is very clutch. So I need each and every one of you to pay very close attention when you want to go to your sets. If you pulled any 90 overalls, go ahead and throw those into the set. The most popular ones have always been Jadeveon Clowney or Byron Jones. I've been doing the Byron Jones for the longest now. So I guess we'll do the Byron Jones to try to complete that. But in order to get those, you have to complete the 96s. You can do any of these 96s because after you complete the Byron Jones set, you'll get to select 2 of these as net. So if you have any 90 overall, just go ahead and throw them in there so you won't screw up. So you can see I got a 92 and a 94. And go ahead and fill these up with 87s only. As of right now, 87s only. As you can see, I have some spare ones right there. So I'll throw those into the set. We're going to go back over to your exchange set. And we're going to fill these in with 87s or 88s if you have them. So we have some 87s in here. We're gonna throw it in there. I'm actually gonna do it twice because I need 2 more cards. So we're gonna see if we could pull at least a 90. If we can get a 94, that'll be fine. I don't know why I opened that, but it is what it is. We have to open it anyway as we pull a 92 offensive lineman. So we're going to go back out and open the other pack that I finished for this. But this is very, very vital that you guys listen, because if you pull the high cards, you're going to have to re-roll those, especially the 94s. With the 92s, that's a choice that's up to you. With the 92s, they go for roughly what? How much? I'm not even sure anymore. But with that, if you quick sell it, it's probably gonna cost you in the long run. A lot of people would just say, quick sell it, quick sell it. It may cost you in the long run because it's 9,000, basically 10,000 training, and it takes just a little bit over, about 12,000 training to get 3 cards. So that means you'll be spending more training to get that 3rd card, especially if it's an 87. So what you want to do, go back to your set. Let's see, which one were we completing? Gerald McCoy. Couldn't even get his name. My mind went totally blank real quick. But what you want to do, you're gonna want to re-roll this night. If you pull any 94s, especially 94s, re-roll those. You can keep your 92s. If you have multiple, it's probably best to re-roll those. So we're gonna just re-roll everything we just got. So we're gonna accumulate what we got. But if you have 90s, please go ahead and throw those into the set. Just do it. It's gonna help you out in the long run, so you won't quick sell it on mistake. So we're just gonna quick sell the 92s and 94s, but just for I would say educational purposes, but just for the fun of it, we're gonna see if we could actually make anything more back from this. So 84,000 training plus the 90 that what, the 290, is it 290s I have in the set already, plus the 80, so it's gonna be basically the same. So we're gonna take these other cards back out, and we're just gonna re-roll the 92s and 94s, which will give us a good bit of training. So we're gonna re-roll that until we get back down to 7,000 training. But it basically is gonna guarantee you profit no matter what. No matter the case, it's gonna guarantee you some type of profit, and you'll see why in the long run. No matter if it's gonna be either coins or training. You're gonna gain something out of this, and it's guaranteed, which is very nice. So we're gonna keep re-rolling until we get down to once again, hopefully 8ish, 7ish thousand training. Let's see, these things take up a huge chunk of training. I don't know if you guys realize that, but it takes a huge chunk. But so far, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe, because it takes time to find out some of these methods, man. I've tested this out probably 3 times. I think this will be my 4th time trying this out for you guys. I just wanted to make sure this works before I just get it out there and throw out some BS. As we get a 90, that is clutch. That is, if you pull a 90, that is the clutchest thing you will ever receive out of these re-roll sets. And if you pull a 96, that is even better. So 90s and 96 out of the re-roll set are gold. It is gold, trust me. So we got just a few rolls left. Getting some 87s, that's fine, because we're gonna make some use of these 87s in the exchange set. But if you're confused, I am going to do a quick rundown at the end of this video so you guys can get a quick understanding of what's going on here and ways to make profit. So I can't say it's a coin making method, I can't say it's a trade, it's both. It's just both combined. It's just not one. You can either pick or choose which one you want, and that's what makes this cool. That's what makes this thing epic. So we got one more pull here. Hopefully we can get something decent. 96 would be nice. I pulled a 96 out of this yesterday, which made the method so sweet. It made me 100K profit just by pulling them. That 196 overall. So we re-rolled all the way down to 7K again. So we're gonna go back in. Let's see what we need to complete this Gerald McCoy set again. We need 2. Okay, so we pulled a 90, which was very, very clutch. It's gonna save us a lot of time. So we almost got that set done. So now we're gonna go back and do the exchange sets. So you don't want to spend any after you get your 100K. The goal is to not spend any more coins. You're gonna make your coins by just being smart and knowing what to do with your players. So we get a 92 right here, Anthony Sherman. I'm gonna re-roll one more time. It's risky, but I'm gonna re-roll one more time just to see if I can get a 90 because I want to save my 92s. I want to save my 92s for a better purpose. Let's see. Let's read another 92 right here. So I'm just gonna throw that 92 into the set. I'm probably gonna lose about 4,000 training. It's just best to only put 90s in the set, but it's okay. I'm gonna lose roughly around 4,000 training in the long run, but that is totally fine. I'm gonna put Jack in there because Sherman can, I mean, he doesn't go for an absurd amount, but he can go for a pretty decent amount. So let's see. And let's see how many 87s through 89s that we have. 18. Excuse me. We have 18. So we're going to re-roll these sets again. Well, not re-roll. We're going to throw them into the exchange set again and see what we can get out of it. Only 3 at a time. Great. Going to back out. And we're going to do this 3 times to try to fill up those first 3 slots, which are what are they, 90 through 94s. And you never, one thing, you never want to put 94s into the set. If you put 94s into the set, you've basically lost everything that you're trying to achieve. So we got this 3 times. You're going to go back, open these up, and once again, guys, if you pull a 94 out of this, quick sell it. Even if all 3 are 94s, quick sell those. Because if you pull the 94s, it's going to be more of a training method at that point. 94 Vic Beasley. So the more 94s you get, it's going to be more of a training method more than a coin making method, which is fine. Which is very fine. As we get another 90, so that is perfect. So we're going to go back over to the sets, and it could be a long process. It's not like the playbook method, which takes decades, but it's a method that does take a little bit of time. Probably take you 15 minutes to do that, which isn't bad. So going to fill these spots up while we have the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw those in there. So all we need now is one more 90. Once again, I do have the 92 card just sitting around, but I want to hold on to it just in case I needed it. That's the main thing about the 92s. You only put them in there unless you need it. So we're going to add these in there. Hopefully we can get a 90. If we don't get a 90, I prefer a 94. Because 92 is a wild card. So this is actually perfect. It's going to work out well. So we have another player we can complete now to get this Byron Jones set. So that's 2 down. A long tenure is a process. It can be repetitive, in which it is. So now we have 2 96s. All we need is a 3rd one. We just need one more. We just need one more. And what works out well, I don't know if you guys seen it, I'm pretty sure you guys were paying attention, was the 94 we pulled. That's going to be clutch. That was clutch. Like I said, if you don't pull a 90 in those exchange sets, the best thing to do is pull a 94. A 94. And since we only have one more card left, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off on the 92 real quick just to see. So we're going to, I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to go back Go to the exchange set once more. And if I'm losing you guys, I'm very sorry. I'm just amped up, excited, because this method can make you a lot. So I apologize if I'm just going all over the place. I don't feel like I am, but if I am, I genuinely apologize. But like I said, I will do a recap of the method right after I'm done with this. So just pay attention, you know, just tune in. I'm going to try to get you guys to understand it. As we get a 90 right here, which is, I'm telling you, it's gold. It is gold. But the goal is to complete this set with this is great. So now we can re-roll even more. And even if you guys don't pull the 94, like I said, if you can get at least 1 or 2 94s, you're set to go. You're pretty comfortable. You're pretty comfortable. But if you pull a 96, it is guaranteed profit, no matter what. But if you can pull just at least 1 or 2 94s, you're set to go. And I was fortunate enough to pull at least 3, which is gonna make this, it's basically smooth selling from here on out. You guys are gonna see profit no matter what. As we get a 90 right here, so it's just smooth selling from here. It's nothing else to worry about. I've got the 92. It's just smooth selling. We got to get down to, once again, about 7K in training, just so I don't go over my budget. 87. I think I got one more pull, if I'm not mistaken. So 8K is what I need to have left, so I won't go over the budget, which is at 87, which is fine. So we're gonna go and try to complete this last set, this last and final set. So this is the clutch part. If we can pull this off, this is just icing on the cake. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna see if we can complete this last and final set. We have the 290s. Do we have the 87s to complete this set? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we do. And you remember the thing I was talking about, the 92s? Only if you needed it. And boom, we needed a 92. We got the 92. But this is where your decision comes in. If you decide to make coins, or if you decide to get more training. I kind of confused myself right there, but in this instance, you can put them in there. Do the Byron Jones say you're gonna break even, because Byron Jones, we can go check right now, but Byron Jones goes for a reasonable amount. You're gonna break even, and then you get your 2 nats back, nat overall cards, which gets you 34K. So you can either do 2 things. You can either just sell the 96s individually, which go for 40K, so you can make 120K, which is very, very nice. That's profit from 80K. That's 40K more than what you originally invested in. So you can just sell them individually, which would be the smartest thing right now due to the fact Byron Jones does not go for much. Or you could sell Byron Jones for 80K, break even, and get training. But in this case, in this very case, since Byron Jones goes for only 83K, I'm selling my 96s individually. So let's do the math on this. Melvin Gordon goes for 30, we'll say 33. I'll put him in there for 33K. So we're almost close to our goal, which was spending 80K. So let's go to the Brian Bulaga. He goes for basically the same amount. I'm going to put him in there for 34K. So that's 60K right there we've made back, basically. And now we have this third card, Gerald McCoy, which goes for 30K. Somebody's probably going to buy that, so I'll put it in there for 33K. That's 90K we made, with taxes is going to be about the price of it's going to be about 83,000. I don't know why he's going for that. I don't know why I put him for that, but basically we're going to break even right here. And the cool thing about it, you still have 20K you can add. So this is, I just made coins and I have training left over. But if you decide to just, you know, sell out, I could sell Richard Sherman for 12K. So I'm gonna make basically 100K for after spending 80K, and you're gonna have cards left over no matter what. So you can turn these into 96s as well. Like I said, you need 4 of the 87 through 89s. I already have 3. I could re-roll this, and you know, you can make profit from that as well. So in this instance, I'm just gonna sell Anthony Sherman for 10K to make more coins, because I spent was it 80K. I'm making 90K back from this. This adds more profit onto it, and then you can just quick sell whatever you have left. But the main thing is, play it smart. Please play it smart. Like I said, if you pull a 96, you don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about anything else. As something just sold. But once again, like I said, you have 2 finishes to this. After you get your 396s, you could definitely throw them into whatever set it is. Byron Jones, you can do that. Sell it for 80K, and you'll have 34K training left to spend. Either way is smart. Either way is smart. But once again, I'm gonna do a quick rundown. You want to buy at least 100K training. You're gonna need at least 100K training. The more training, the better the results. I only did it at the most minimum scale possible, and I'm making 100K, and I still have training left over. So after you complete that, after you get your 100K, you want to re-roll every free agency re-roll set until you've used all of your training. After you do that, you want to put as many as you can into the 96 overall sets. Complete the 96 player, throw them into the master, or sell the 96, and that is how you make profit. So ladies and gentlemen, if I'm confusing, just please go back and try to watch the video, maybe without sound, and just to see if you can comprehend. But for the most part, that's going to be the video. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'm your boy Jay, and I'm out. Peace.